before I go to Solomon, I want to go and show you where prophets, preachers are made. St. John chapter 15, verse 1. We're going to start here because I want to give you a good lesson today, all who will listen. Because America is fulfilling these prophets over there, killing God's people who all serve God. I'm telling you this. He's done this. And if we don't know where we are and we don't speak these things to the people, then how are the people to know when they're not going around in circles? God spoke concerning the United States of America from the foundation of the earth. But if that minister does not preach the truth, they will lead the lives of deception by the lack of knowledge or by knowing the knowledge and not distributing it to the people because of their own faith is weak than the one who listens to them. You know, it was in early Bible days as God spoke his words to the preachers and they went to the house of Israel speaking these things, but the ministers of the leaders of these nations wanted them to prophesy to them lies. But they didn't want to know it, but they wanted to be satisfied, wanted them to prophesy lies. This is the part where God sent Elijah to speak to them after the coming of Moses. And he spoke to them, this man and them and the other prophets said, we will not lie what God said. This is what we're going to say to you. We got to cover our part, whether you hear us or whether you forbear. We're going to do what God said. But this is the prophecy we're living in today. It's not in the hands of those prophets, but in the hands of the ministers and the preachers today in today's world. Some of them preach the gospel for fame. Some of them preach the gospel for fortune. And some of them preach the gospel for the integrity of the dollar bill. These are the ministers who preach vanity to his people, misleading them and misguiding them. And when I look around them, they have a large congregation of followers. My God, why do you take and transgress the law of Moses? Why do you take and transgress God's word? Why do you live dangerously on the edge? You don't go off in the water. If God tell you go into the water, he gonna be your shield and guide, as if you don't know your faith. You go with edge, with 1 feet in the water and 1 feet out. I see these things. I've spoken these things to the preachers and the ministers of the world. It doesn't matter who you call yourself or who you claim yourself to be. But when you're not complying with what God have commanded you to do, then I can't do nothing but speak the truth like the prophets of old. Tell you these things that God is holding you accountable for what you do. It doesn't matter what you have gained. It doesn't matter the fame you've gained. When I see that it's not consistent with the word of God, then I got to speak out. Let me begin St. John 15. 1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that breatheth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that bears fruit, he purges it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now, ye are children, you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can you accept, no more can ye, except ye abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branch. He that is abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me you can do nothing. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into fire. He's telling you this. You got to listen to this. And they are burned. If you abide in me, and my word abide in you, you shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. In other words, what he's talking about is if your faith and everything, but if you abide in Jesus, do according to his will, even though he's going to carry you around into dark places and the shadows of death. If you abide in him, he's going to bring you. It doesn't matter how deadly or how spirit is. He's talking about a bill. He can prove not what his Lord does, but I have called you friend. For all things that I've learned have I heard of my Father, I have made known unto you. You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that you should go and bring